Welcome back, Engine. So we are continuing with our comeback for our boys of Enhypen. They just dropped their, I think it's like their second, it's considered their second album, like full album, because other ones have been mini albums, if I'm remember correctly. This album has 9 tracks. 2 of them are EXO Only If You Say Yes. There's the original version and then there's the English version. Like I mentioned in my reaction video to the music video. We also have in this track our very first Heesung produced and written song, and I believe also like Jungwon helped with the writing of that song, or if not another one. I forget. If you know, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But we're gonna go ahead and take a first listen to Romance Untold. I feel like now they're leaving the Blood series behind. Now we're entering the Romance series, even though the music video still shows them as bats for some reason. So, because you know they're bats. It's a whole thing with like concepts. But anyways, I don't understand it, but it ties in with the webtoon, so we'll just go with it. We're gonna go ahead and listen to Romance Untold. Let's go, let's go. Kicking it off. I love that. I love the visuals for the album cover for the on Spotify, at least. It's the heart romance. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with Moonstruck. Hopefully I don't get like any copyright restrictions, and I'm able to just post the full reactions to the full songs. So just to let you know, if for some reason some are shorter than usual, it's probably because I had to edit for copyright. But let's get started with Moonstruck. Oh my gosh, I already know I'm gonna love this one because I love the preview. Jungwon's vocals. I think that's Heesung. Won't you let me in to my secret? 거부하지 못할 이 끌림. Sunhyun or Nikki? Jay. That's Heesung. Baby. The bass, the beat, but like the high notes on Heesung. Is that Jay? It's Jay or Jake? Jungwon. I'm trying to guess. Is that Sunu? Crazy over you, baby. The background. Crazy over you, baby. Those ad-libs. Heesung. Oh my god, it's such a pop! Oh my gosh, I love how they started off the album with like a very mellow tempo, like almost like a ballad, but it's like the beat like doon 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 boom doon 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 boom doon doon. The vocals were vocaling. All of them are like getting so much better each album. like I feel like with each album the vocals get so much better that more of the members are able to sing like the higher notes. Obviously I feel like Nikki and Sunny Nikki mostly will consistently sing the lower register because that's where he fits the best. But I'm also catching Sunu hitting some like higher notes. Those ad-libs by Heesung, also the high notes by Jay, and just like Jungwon's very very distinctive voice. Like you cannot unmistakable. But I'm always like, I'm able to differentiate Sunhoon's a little bit more, but I'm always like Jake and Jay, they can blend so good together, which is good because that means they can interchange who takes specific parts, or like, because for the song structure obviously they're like some sections have like specific notes and they both can interchange. So like in verse 1 Jake can take it, in verse 2 Jake can take it. And even also sometimes with like Sunghoon I feel is like right in between Nikki and Sunu, like as far as like filler. So like between all 7 of them, they blend very like perfectly. But I love this track. It's like such a cool like boppy ballad, but like, ugh, you got me going crazy over you. He's moonstruck, you know, like when somebody's moonstruck because you're just like in awe of something. It's like, oh my gosh, wow. I like Enhypen has us moonstruck basically, because we're just like in awe of it and we're like entranced by it almost. But I love that first track already a favorite. It can only get better from here, and this blends perfectly into EXO because, oh my gosh, so good the way the production like are tying the songs together, because it starts very like mellow like hip vibes, and then it's like that same beat it's gonna pick up into EXO, oh 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 oh, EXO, oh 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 oh. So that flow is gonna be crazy. Obviously I'm pausing it while I'm listening to it because I want to discuss each track, but if you're gonna play it continuously, the beat is like very perfect. It 1/6 right, one song bleeds right into the next one. Perfect curation of this album. We're gonna move on to Your Eyes Only. What is happening? Go back. I want to hear the whole song. I mean the full album. Nikki? Yeah. You plus me, 함께한 그 순간 A to Z, 숨길 수 없잖아. 읽어줘, 느껴줘, 온몸 위 헬레라 말하자면 we call it love. Let's sugar talk. Sugar talk in your eyes only. 달콤한 your eyes on me. 우리 맘에 특별한 그 언어. We more. Let's sugar talk. Oh my gosh. Talk. Yeah. 너이기에 I'm not afraid. 또 달콤하지 즐겨버린 비밀. That's Sunhoon? Jay. Heesung. Oh my gosh, that intro. Jungwon's vocals. We call it love. Sugar talk, yeah, your eyes only, yeah. Oh my gosh. Sugar talk. Yeah. Sugar talk. Yeah. Talk. I'm getting the vibes of this album. I feel like You know, when they give us the samples, they're very misleading because they give us clips that makes it sound like it's different sounds, which obviously each track is like a different vibe. But the overall vibe that I'm getting from this album is very like mellow, like groovy sound. Like so far, I haven't gotten like a hard hitting track like Go Big or Go Home, Give or Take in Team Dash. You know, like Shout Out. Like it's not like those power in your face songs that are like super like high energy, but this is more like a mellow vibes. Like crank this album up while you're driving down the road, like open air with the wind in your hair, looking at the scenery, the sun is setting. That's like the vibes I'm getting, which is like very mellow, but that doesn't mean that it's not catchy and it's not fun. It's very like groovy and makes you like bop your hand, like your body along to it. And I'm sure like they are gonna create very iconic dances for like the ones that they're gonna perform, and they're gonna be very like smooth and very flowy. They're not gonna be like as syncopated, but we never know. But oh my gosh, I love their vocals, how they're giving me more like of a, to tie in with the title, like a more romantic vibe. Like it's, oh my gosh, what's the name of that track? It's around the same vibes of like, it's like all their ballads, like oh my gosh, what's the name of the track? 한여름 밤의 dream, summer dream, something like that. Date, you guys know which one I'm talking about. But like very similar to those vibes, very similar to like Polaroid Love. So like those types of songs, even like One and Only, it's like very like catchy boppy and like just like fun vibey songs. I love this album already. I already love this album. Let's add it to my library before I forget. So that was Your Eyes Only. Now 100 Broken Hearts. Let's go. Oh, the synthesizer. He sung. I love how he sings like that. Sonu. And the staccato. That sounds like Sonu. Jay. Or Jake. Nikki. Oh. Broken hearts, not our fate. 너는 이대로 그냥 그대로 웃으면 돼. 네가 내게 준 용기는 돼. 온몸을 던져 네 심장을 내가 지킬게. Oh my gosh. 내 안에 스치는 옅은 불안과 너와 날 갈라놓으려는 시공간. Is that Sunhoon? Oh. Oh. Hold your broken hearts, not hard fate. 너의 가슴에 내가 너 없이 울지 않게 영원을 전부 바쳐 내가 너를 지킬게. Hold your broken hearts, it's not our fate. synthesizer. I'm getting very like 80s vibes with the synthesizer. Oh, I love this album, you guys. I love this album. It's gonna be a no skip album. I'm already calling it in track 4. But I love how the different variations, there's like 3 sections where they sing that that it's like the pre-chorus and then like the chorus, but like haunt your broken heart, not our fate. I love hearing how the different ways that Heesung sang it and then Jungwon sang it, and I think Jae also sang it if I remember correctly. I love how like each one you can tell their style, their singing style, because they don't sound exactly the same. You can pluck out that it's a different member. But I'm Heesung biased, so you guys already know. I love the way we already know that Jungwon has like a nasally kind of voice, and it just fits him perfectly. Even like when he's singing that portion, it didn't sound as nasally, whereas Heesung singing it, then he sounded nasally because he was like, hold your broken heart. You can tell that he was singing it with like his mouth almost closed. Not our fate. Oh, so good. They gave the song so much flavor. And when they were even like Nikki and Sunwoo and Sunhoon, like like their vocals sounded so smooth, so clear. And I personally love that this album is more like mellow vibes, mellow, like more staying in more in the mid ranges with just like a couple of peaks and a couple of lows. It's not like super drastic highs and super drastic lows, because I feel like with this style of songs, for the vocalists that have the lower register, like Nikki and Sunhoon and Sunwoo, mostly like Nikki and Sunwoo, they get longer parts because there's like sections where that lower register voice fits in perfectly. So I feel like Nikki's getting a little bit more and more like longer sections to sing instead of just like, you have 4 words, you know what I mean? But I love the 100 broken hearts. Not our fate. So anyways, yeah, if you guys can see that I'm like sweating like crazy, it's because it's so humid here, and my my battery died. Koya, you're letting me down, Koya. But anyways, we're gonna just power through now to brought the heat back, picking it up the tempo. The synthesizer. He's on. Jungwon. Sunwoo. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I love the Nikki. Oh my god. Obsessed. Jungwon. Yeah. The runs. I hear you back there. Ooh, breaking it down. Oh my god. Oh, I love that breakdown. Oh my god, this song is such a vibe. That synthesizer. I need to go back. I think it was like a minute. Something. I heard something. I think it was during Nikki's part. Did you guys hear that? Yeah. In the background? Whoever's doing those background runs, chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. When I heard this preview for this track, Bring the Heat Back, the vibe, I got the same vibe and the same like upbeat like vibe as I think it was Teeth from the Dark Moon album. I already forgot the name of the album, if that's not the name of the album, but you guys know which one I mean. I got the same vibes as, oh, was it Teeth or Scream? I get my names mixed up because sometimes I just like stream. The one that I'm not gonna mistake ever is like Fatal Trouble because it's a bop. But it's either Teeth or Scream. It gives me the same vibe. So I mean, like that ties like the albums perfectly together because we're getting the same like vibe. I'm gonna look it up after like I check this out because I need to know which one of those. But it's one of those. Like right now I'm like in. This track is in my brain, so I can't think of the other track, but I know it's like a similar sound. I love how it's like been like so mellow, smooth vibes, and then it like picks up into this like track, and I love the little yeah throughout the song, and also the breathing. Oh, so good. But I mean, I can't. This whole album is such a bop. I love how it's like between the past two the tracks is I get very like heavy 80s vibes, which are like with the synthesizers, the use of the synthesizer. But in this track, I love how we had like the different drops, the different like pauses, like pull back, extracting the sound, and then like dropping it back in. Like you could hear the synthesizer very, very easily. But I love how they were doing that pull in and out of like stripping the sound and bringing it back in, and like almost like a climax and an anti-climax, and just like it took us for a ride. It took us for a vibe, a like happy vibe, just like jamming along, dancing along in your room, in your car, and the streets and the park, wherever you're just vibing to this song. Moving on to Paranormal. We're gonna get Paranormal with the boys. I'm really on track 6, you guys. I recognize those breaths anywhere. Yeah. Pass the mic. Or like paradox. Sunhead? Jake. I am confusion. Nikki. Who's doing the backup? Love. Ah! Paranormal love. That blend. Oh. Sonu. The background ad-libs. The background vocals. I can picture us singing that in concert, like engine cheering along. Whoa, 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 whoa. I gave up. I gave up trying to figure out who was who. As you guys know, I have trouble with some of the voices. Nikki, I can clock him. Jungwon, I can clock him. Heesung, I can clock him, because Heesung has a very distinctive way of breathing. Like when he exhales his songs, and just like the way he does his runs. Nikki's like a low register. Oh, chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. I think I caught some of Sunhoon's. Jungwon obviously very distinctive vocals, like I mentioned before. But whoever I need, obviously when I re-listen to this with better headphones, I need to know who was doing the ad-libs in the background, because that like just fills out the song so much better. Like that, almost like that call out, like they said the line here and then it's like repeat it, but like in the background. And just the ad-libs with those like higher notes. And then it goes, when, especially in the parts where it faded to like, it went like to the higher note. Oh my gosh. I like the Also, you can tell who's who by the pronunciation, because according to Heesub, it's paranormal love. It's love. He's got that Michael Jackson. But another bop I also like how it's like a little bit sped up, so it's giving you like this sense of urgency. Paranormal love, because it's just paranormal, you know, it's strange, it's out of this world. It is out of this world, because they are out of this world. Royalty. They are royalty also. Guitar. And a little woo. Oh my gosh, who is that? Is that Sunhoon? Nikki. The backup vocals. Ah! Ah! caught in the middle. My beautiful riddle. I love how he climbs the notes. Oh. I love how they break it up. What I love about this track is the way they're singing a very like solid middle, very like some parts it'll go from like very flowy to like staccato. Yes, 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 yes. But what I love the most is how they went from their chest voice to their head voice. Like in the little bit of the chorus. Oh, that sounded so good because they're not using their I'm saying they're using their head voice because it's like it's a different type of vocal tone that comes out when they use like their head voice than when they just like let the air out, and you can sense it because it's giving this like they're doing a higher note, but it's giving it this like more of an airy feel, like it's almost like breathy, if that makes sense. Let's see if I can find it. Jungwon's voice, I love. Right here, it's like it gives it that airy tone because they're not singing it like they're using more of like a head voice than like their chest voice. That's why it gives it that oh my gosh, it's so vibey. I'm sorry, the only voices I can recognize from here are Nicki's and Jungwon's because they're very distinctive. I don't even remember if there's like unit songs or not. I have lost all sense of memory of anything, so my apologies. But again, another one, like literally every single song in this track is like a love song to us, their fans. Us, Chloe, you know, because we're Chloe. They're singing love songs to Chloe because they recorded this album with Chloe. Don't forget, that's us, we're Chloe. That's the Engine's American name, is Chloe. So, but yeah, like in this one, they're telling us we're the royalty. They've told us we have paranormal love, that we brought the heat back. 100 broken hearts is not going to be our fate. They want to have it's like for our eyes only. They already told us they're moonstruck and they want to ask for permission and stuff, so they're saying like only if you say yes. So very, very romantic songs. Moving on to Highway 109, which is the song I've been waiting for. It is my man Heesung's produced and written. I think it's co-written with Jungwon, if I remember correctly, and I forget more members. But I apologize in advance for the person I will become. Of course it's the guitar, of course.
기질이 숨겨뒀던 우리 불안했던 뒷모습과 또 불확실한 정답들 But I don't care when I'm with you 이제 나만 믿고 따라와 이제 나만 보고 걸어와 같이 기만 했던 off the tracks 마냥 달렸다 해도 It was okay yeah. 함께할 때 이제 너와 나 Give me your hand just a little bit more 더 과가 나줘 날 힘들고 지친 날에도 다시 설 수 있게 Can you stay with me a little bit more 더 과가 나줘 날 사랑으로 날 데려가 Highway 109 yeah. I told you like
The airiness. The airiness.
Everything will be alright 너를 꽉 안아줄게 Cause I'll be there Be your engine now yeah
Oh my gosh. I'll be there.
끝없는 도로 위를 지나 이제 나만 믿고 따라와 이제 나만 보고 걸어와 서로를 비춰주던 golden hours 조금 아팠던 timeline But I'm on my way yeah. 널 데리러 가 이젠 너와 나 Give me your hand just a little bit more 더 꽉 안아줘 날 힘들고 지친 날에도 다시 설 수 있게 Can you stay with me a little bit more 더 꽉 안아줘 날 사랑으로 널 데려가 Highway 109 yeah. Give me your hand just a little bit more 더 꽉 안아줘 날넌 내 옆에 있으면 돼 어디든 데려갈게 Can you stay with me a little bit more 더 꽉 안아줘 날 모든 걱정 다 throw away 영원히 사랑해 너 yeah. Highway with you we ride yeah. Last forever 나랑 영원히 함께 해줘
Oh my god. I knew it was too good to be true that I hadn't cried yet. This man. This man. And Jungwon and the co-writers. But obviously we already knew Highway 109, that it was related to Engine, but he literally gave us a fan song. Like, this is a fan song. Obviously, like, the whole theme is romance or whatever, but this is a fan song. Like, the letters, from what I could understand, Spotify is very slow with giving the translations. Literally, give me your hand a little bit more, but he's saying, like, stay with me just a little bit longer. I'm going to be with you wherever you go. It's like literally like we're walking hand in hand. They want to stay by our side. They want us to stay by their side. But literally, like, this whole track is saying like how much they're gonna be there for us and letting us know they're gonna be there for us to stay with them. They're gonna be with us wherever we go, whatever road we walk. Just stay with them a little bit more. And obviously, I don't want to say real Engine, because you know every fandom has their solos that think that one person should shine more than the others, or that think that one person is being mistreated because it's their fave. But like, OT7 Engine will be with every single member because every single member has a place in this group. Yes, they were formed through a survival show, but I feel like from then, even from them, they forged such a friendship of going through such a like mentally, physically, emotional, exhausting time to now, like the milestones that they've done, like the improvement that they have done. Can't believe it's been like Oh my god, is it 4 years already? Because if I remember correctly, they debuted in 2020. Dang, that's crazy. That's crazy. But by now it's like they're brothers, you know, they're brothers. They've been bonded together through a lot of trials or whatever. So every member has a place in this group, and Enhypen is not Enhypen without any one of the members, you know. I know we always joke around that Island was just like looking for Heeson's bandmates, but they were chosen, obviously fan votes and everything, but also the producers. They chose those specific people because they knew that there was something special then in them, and each one was bringing something to the table, whether they have been trainees for years or for a couple months, whether they're extroverts or introverts, whether they're more talented with vocals or more talented with dance, or more just like all-rounders, you know. There's a space for all of them. And obviously like Engine, that are OT7, like they really love them and support them, are going to really appreciate this track, because it's literally dedicated to us. The fact that it's titled Highway 109 is like a big clue, but just the lyrics themselves, it's like a straight love letter. And it was a perfect, if we're not thinking about the English track, because I feel like the English track is like a bonus, the one with Jake, if we're not including that, this is like a perfect way to close out the album. But yes, it's been like a whole romantic album about like a relationship and like trying to woo a girl, but to close it off with such a perfect song, like dedicated to the fans. If this is not in one of your favorite, and like in your rotation, in your playlists, I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. So yeah, we could not make it through another reaction video without me crying. Awesome. Last track of the album is EXO, Only If You Say Yes, the English version with Jake. I'm curious to see where he's gonna get plugged in, what it's gonna sound like. I'm sure I'm gonna love it as well, and it's gonna be literally, this whole album is a no skip for me. No skip, 10 out of 10. Gotta listen it from beginning to end. You just have to. But we're gonna take a listen to the English version of EXO. Let's go. I said let's go. Come on, Spotify. Kiss me, don't say go. Oh, don't let go. You're the type of girl who really help my scars. Me, my face, I don't need no drama. Oh, he's sorry. You say you need some more love from me. Oh. Say yes to me. To me. So don't play no games. We could turn this fuck into a flame. Oh yes. Just say my name. Spinning to your baby, switching lanes. Oh. And it's so cliche. But girl, you make me feel some type of way. Oh. This ain't no phase. I promise I'ma be the one to stay. EXO, EXO, kiss me. Don't let go. EXO, EXO, kiss me. Don't let go. I love that it's don't let go. Kiss me. Don't let go. On my best side, got you ballin'. I'm sitting courtside, yeah. That's our home team, we in OT. Yeah, we finally win. You say you need some more love from me. Say yes to me. Yeah. So don't play no games. We could turn this spark into a flame. Just say my name. Speeding to your baby, switching lanes. Oh. And it's so cliche. But girl, you made me feel some type of way. You made me feel some type of way. This ain't no phase. I promise I'ma be the one to stay. EXO, EXO, kiss me. don't let go. XO, kiss me, don't let go. XO, kiss me, don't let go. Love. I actually like the English version of this track. Personally, I did like Jake's verse, but I feel like they used autotune a little too much because I feel like it didn't blend so seamlessly with their vocals. Like, you can tell, obviously I knew when his verse was gonna come in, it was gonna be like he was gonna take over the second verse, but you could hear like a distinction between their vocals, like the way they were singing it, and like his vocals, which sounded a little bit more like auto-tuned. So to me, it didn't like feel like as cohesive. But I love the English track, like the English lyrics. The fact that it says like, we can turn the spark into a flame. You got me feeling some type of way. Oh, and that they changed the part of like, instead of like don't say no, it's don't let go. Like, hold on, girl, hold on, don't let go. XO, gossip girl. So yes. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't buy every single version of Enhypen's albums simply because if you guys saw my K-pop collection, it is getting out of control. Mostly, I blame my alt group, BTS, that will not let me rest. Even with them, the first like couple of albums, I didn't buy every single version. That became an illness that I got once they started doing their solo work. I decided I became like a Pokemon collector and I had to have them all. So because of that, and because I stand so many groups, and when I stand so many groups, like I literally mean like, well, actually, some of my favorite groups are the high groups, like 17, Enhypen, TXT, mostly the boy groups, because I will listen to other groups like the girl groups, but like the ones, if I buy a physical album, that means like I'm committed to that group. If I buy a light stick, then boom, I'm in. If I know all their names, somebody save my wallet. But anyways, I digress. With Enhypen, I've only been buying like one version of every album, but I feel like this is gonna be the album that's gonna take me to like, you need to get every version. Obviously I pre-ordered my autograph version. Don't know who I'm gonna get. Now I'm kind of wishing I had ordered one copy of each of the autograph versions. Maybe I can still do that. I will check. But I also like to have gotten into this. I need to go to Target to get the vinyl, definitely, tomorrow. But I feel like I should just stick to like one autograph version, and that way I can go to like Barnes & Noble and get the other version, and then I can go to like, I'll probably go to Walmart since I'm already getting the Target vinyl, so that way I can get like all the versions. And who knows, I might end up buying like the Weavers albums versions. I am very pressed that I couldn't order the global version of the album because it had the shot of getting like the swatch of the fabric, which, let me just clear this up. Those fabric swatches, it's a swatch. It's not a sock. It's not like their shirt, a sleeve. A swatch is literally like one rectangular piece of cloth. And these are swatches from like their outfits that they've worn during performances, because it's a way of recycling them and giving the fans like a little bit, a piece of like the history, instead of just like throwing away the clothing. You know, I feel like that's more wasteful, as instead of like letting different fans have like a little piece of, I would think it's like a piece of history, because like it was a music video or an outfit for like a specific performance that they can't reuse. That's what a swatch is. So I don't know why some people are getting like a little twisted, thinking that it's like it's a personal item. They're not going to give you their undershirts. They're not going to give you their boxer briefs. They're not going to give you their socks. They're not going to give you their favorite pair of jeans. You're getting a piece of the swatch from an outfit that they wore in their last comeback, in their last showcase, in their last music video. So that's what it is. But I'm a little pressed that I couldn't get that off of Global because they weren't shipping to the States. And I still haven't figured out how to do the whole K-Addy thing. So, but anyways, yeah. Anyways, I was saying this is probably the first album that's going to take me over that little edge where I will need to have all the different versions because I got to show my support for my boys here in the States. Let's start helping them get a little higher in the charts. Obviously, set up your playlists. Let's focus on the title track, which is XO. The good thing is you have two versions, so you can alternate and always like plug into other songs from this same album. So that way it's like a nice little rotation. Don't loop the playlists, as you know. Change up your playlists, interact with them. Don't mute them and have them play. Just lower the volume a little bit. I'm gonna link on the description, obviously, for you to stream the album on their link tree that they usually provide us. But let me know what you guys thought of the album. What were your favorite tracks? Which tracks surprised you? Did you cry like me, like I always do? Did you cry with Highway 109? Because that just made me cry like a baby. Like I literally, you guys saw. But anyways, leave me your thoughts in the comments, and Jen, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you next time.